Good morning and welcome to my live version of episode 3 and 4 of Nana Maru Batsu. So, I didn't have time to watch it last week, and I feel the anime kind of like, but I have some request that I should keep watching. So, okay, can I give it a chance? I don't want to quit on it already, and I usually want to give every anime like 3 or 4 episodes chance before I drop it or not. So I'm gonna watch this live version right today, and then probably next week I'm gonna do like a should you watch this anime or probably maybe this weekend, but probably next week actually. Now do like a review instead of all episodes, these 2 that I watch now, and one more. We'll do a short review of course after watching this as well here. So the reason for saying right away here, when I'm looking at anime, isn't because I do actually like quizzes, I like Jeopardy and stuff like that, right? But this anime doesn't let you think for the answer yourself, and doesn't present the answer in a good way either, I feel. So I feel that I was like, oh, that was the murder of this blah blah blah, and I want to actually know the answer, and it's like, boom, and then I don't have time to kind of absorb the knowledge, right? Because when I watch Jeopardy, you want to learn stuff also, or you want to, look at these people and be, look at me, I know stuff. So I don't know, hopefully it's better. Hopefully it's better. But anyway, yeah, let's watch it. 3, 2, 1, and go. Wow, that is super loud volume. And my eardrums destroyed. Okay, so they did that thing. He went past the first. She's still. He gets the food for the girl. Oh yeah, that new guy that joined them is of course jealous. Oh, he gets some too. Okay, then it's all fine. Yeah, we're all friends now. Yeah, but he's happy about it, and I guess he's he just that. Oh yeah, glasses. So I don't know. I mean. No thing is okay though. Yeah, one issue I have said last week. So I remember now when I see the opening, he said they all look kind of dull. To be honest, right? They're all like if you watch the World Only God Knows, and that girl, she's a background character. They all look like background characters, and I never actually like that because I usually complain about cliche and Mo and stuff too much and so on. But it's kind of like they all look a little too ordinary, right? I don't really feel the personality, because it's kind of like not just to hear concepts, but it's kind of how they dress and body language and everything. They look like just normal humans. So it's a little boring, I guess, in that sense. It's very non-anime, right? It really is. It's not very expressionable. It's kind of like if you watch Gintama when Gin explains the shonen loop and so on. It's like, look at this silhouette of this character. This is clearly Sogoku. This is clearly Ichigo. Like, this is clearly One Piece. Yeah, like it's clearly, what do you call it? Sun Piece. You call it. There's the actual words, right? This is clearly Luffy. Like they have that kind of the body shape and so on. Without the color, you can see what character it is. In this character here, it could be any person from a school. But in one way, it's good though, right? They don't have like a chibi running around being like 1 meter tall and being super genius. So they don't have that thing going for them. So. It has its moments as well, though. Yes, everyone around the world knows this game. It's like so common to play quiz. Yes, Senpai, you're right. Oh yeah, trying to learn the classic quick questions. That I actually found interesting because clearly you would have like a few questions you would probably hear a lot of times, and then you kind of know the path, then you can quickly figure them out. What's the difference? Well, it's his first day here, man. Like, why would he be like, oh, I don't know the classics, sir. I can't do this. I can never learn them. We're doing like half a day, man. I don't know if you should. I don't think I don't expect you to know the classics. Okay, so now continuing on. So hopefully it's a little better there, less like showmanship, actually learn stuff. This is what I like in this anime. I wanna learn stuff. Okay, it's more the rules suddenly. I guess I get minus now. That was the weird last time. I didn't get the punishments. Oh, okay. So everyone gets to put. Okay. Another 1 point. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. But now they get punishment. Now they get punishment. Okay, but you're not penalized for just guessing. Okay. So now we get a more game here. Last time was just weird, you could bust all the time. It's just like, yeah, it's strategy bust. Okay, yeah, kind of obvious. But now it's like, if you bust, you get more points, but you can still get it even if you know it. So here, you will always get points if you know the answer, that's good. And you can also guess too, because if you don't know it. Okay, that's good. It gives a little more of a game plan here and so on. And obviously you can't use bust because you want to bust, right? I used to work at the harbor, so I do kind of know what I think I know what I'm talking about. But it means like I don't know the English word for it, honest. So no, I know like the Swedish, old Swedish sailor and words. Right now, like, what's it called in English? I have no idea, but I probably do it. Presidents in US. Yeah, or Mushroom. Yeah, like, yeah, Mount Rushmore. Who was first to the North Pole, I guess is the question. I think it's to be like, who's first to the North Pole, probably. Yeah, who was first to the South Pole? Well, yeah, like, question was, who was first, this was to get the South Pole. Yeah. Perry was the first to... Yeah, to North Pole. I mean, yeah, that was kind of obvious. But like, if you ask this kid, this guy was the South Pole guy. He said no. But why would you ask that? Jesus Christ, main character. Why would you ask that? Like, why would you ask who is the person to the second? Shogunate. It's like, they're all that weird. I was like, oh, you sure took a go? I was like, no. They were in the 12th century, so, or 12th century. But if it focused on Shoguns, wouldn't it be next in there? Yeah, this guy is really skilled. It's like, he emphasized the word Shogun, so he figured out they were not looking for Shogun. Like, I don't know, man. It sounds quite taking something far there. Okay, Beethoven's. Flute. What? But these are superpowers. Like, what the fuck? What? It's like, oh, we're talking about Beethoven. Napoleon is the answer. I mean, it's one thing that would be the full question, but he did it way before we heard the full question, right? It is ridiculous. And again, I really don't feel like I mean, you don't have really time to learn stuff, right? But now he's getting in mode here, probably. But that's probably not the actual. Yeah, it started to finally figure it out there. Oh no, it can't be the author. They're looking for the main character of the book, you said, or something. No, not overthinking it. Okay, that was really fun. Okay. Yeah, man, I know was written by Agatha Christie. Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's taking it too far. It's really bad at it. It's like taking way too many steps, right? Yeah, mystery author, not what her pen name was. I think it's frustration you're feeling. It's like, I knew the answer, but it still failed me? What the hell? That's the... That's good. He's too good at this, yeah. It's like, I know her actual. What you used to call her in the Pegasus. Oh yeah, Mr. Course or Moose. It's anime, cool we've seen. No, maybe it's Summer Watch, it's the same animation studio. Yeah, the same animation studio with the movies, right? So that's probably the question. Like who... Yeah, with anime, right? Yeah, exactly. Not the author, because the book is very old, then they did this movie 2004, right? Great movie, by the way. Summer Watch, also a great movie, but as good, I think, and they're 2006, 7, right? So yeah, the same studio that made them. Yeah. No, it's not century. So 1800. Yeah, you have to learn how the guy is speaking. That's the real skill. It's like, yeah, not knowing stuff, no, learning how he speaks. That's the real skill. Super bright there. Oh, the sun is going down now. Yeah, they're famous for the quiz bow. I think, is that the thing? Is that school you have pants like they're known for their master of quizzing? It's like, yeah, maybe there is, but you're in the circle, of course. But it's like, yeah, they're known for their master quiz people. Like, really. And the right way is like, no wait, I'm overtaking it again. What if it's this question instead? Yeah. Well, they are later on now. That's the last question, so I guess it could be harder now. Yay, I was right. 3 points! Yeah, that's something I've never heard before. Okay, now we know that. Otherwise, a flower of... He's learning, he's adapting. This kid is a genius. Yeah, I'm second. Oh, she's coward as always, yeah. I just need to... He probably has no idea. The main character is like, oh, yeah, what's next? Yeah, I knew it! And his course is like, oh, I hate these things, you are too bad at this, yeah. Of course, he's like, huh. Donatello maybe? As Dan, now it's David, right? Yeah, so it must be David, Michelin's David, right? Yeah, such as David. Michelangelo. But what was the question? Like, where is it? Yeah, what the question was? What was it? Why would that be the question? It make no sense. It's like, Michelangelo did this, so where's Da Vinci's painting? It's like, why would even state question like that? Oh, come on. And this actually irritates me the anime because I sit there thinking, yeah, it's David. Like, I guess I relate to the main character because I'm like, yeah, David, such as David, so where is that place? I guess that's a question. Like, oh, you're talking about Last Supper. What? So it gives me zero chance as the viewer to kind of figure out. I guess I can figure out how to speak, I suppose, but it's kind of complicated. I mean, obviously I have to kind of mainly read the question in English, primarily. My Japanese is okay, but obviously because it's kind of in question, I have to kind of read in English, and then it gives me like 1 second of time to kind of figure out what even asking. It's like, such a David. Oh, it's supper. I don't know. Okay, it's super hot and out of water. God damn it. It made no sense. I like that they're trying to make it super epic. Like someone cares. They're like, oh yeah. Okay, so okay. I like how they change the rules every time. That's pretty good. They always change the rules every. How that changes it made interesting. Tanoshi. He's gonna crush them, right? Oh god. This isn't even hard. Of course, yeah, Westminster. Okay, then I had time and I was like, god damn it. This is some question, I'm gonna hear it. And like, I've been there. Like, I've been there like twice. It's like, this is something easy. Of course, if you, yeah, like, oh god. Noosh. Master rule. That would be interesting, yeah, like the rule of technology because they have cold-blooded or the blooded adapt them. Yeah, they're Nebelung. Siegfried, I guess, then if it's Sieg. It's not West Academy. Yeah, Siegfried, but... Yeah, Ragnarok. Yeah, so Ragnarok is the question then. Of course, säger det like Japanese. Ragnaroko! Är det inga ord efter, men ja. Ragnarök is called. of course. Huge embarrassment! I said it loudly! Yeah, we have to leave now. We will be true. Yeah, rule. We broke the rules. Let's leave. Yeah, Ragnarok. Pretty. I love how they pronounce it so bad. First the word Ragnar, which is a word. Ragnar's a name, and then that's where it's rök, which is smoke. So Ragnar's smoke, right? That's what it means. Ragnarok. Great embarrassment. Ruining the question. Yeah. So I was going with it like Siegfried, but yeah, that's a good note to that. They asked about the war ends. Okay, the war ends. Yeah, yeah, so it makes sense. At least I know my Norse mythology. At least that's pretty easy. Yeah, you shouldn't have cheated. Ruining the game. Ending during, okay, yeah. Yeah. But no! I realize this is a masterful sport. And I was like, yes, I will have to be the best at this because reasons. That is the problem with anime, I have to say. And I'm trying to summarize the points about the anime. I'll summarize some more in my review of it. That was like my major review of this anime. The main character has like this kind of idea, right? I don't dislike him, but maybe I'm too used to the shonen. It's like complaining about it in One Piece, but still, it's like you kind of miss it a little bit. You do miss it. You do miss that I wanna be Pirate King or I wanna be Nakagi. You do miss it a little bit, or whatever, right? I wanna make money so I can buy a house. You miss. He has like no goal. He's there. Like if you watch Baller Mjölkasö now, which I love, great anime. We love so far. Amazing. That man character, like, I wanna be the best. This is so awesome. He's mesmerized by the sport right away. This guy is like, man, quizing, man, it's pretty fun. It could be a hobby for me. It's like he has like no ambition, right? It's like it's one of the least ambitious main character ever, right? He's going to an all-boys school? He's like, you're mine. I want to battle you. Yeah, you take one pressure for me, right? He's like, you took 1 point from me. I have to beat you one day. The classic. This is all mine. Okay, so we're gonna use the time in episode 4 as well, right? So weird, but skip the ending then, yeah. Well, det hade ending ganska inne, tror jag. Yeah, potential was that. This next episode. Okay, I'll skip the last part when you learn some rules, I suppose, but whatever. Let's go to the next episode. Okay. So to reset the timer. Otherwise, it looks weird, right? Bam, bam. Just gonna do that. Maybe it's 0 again, and this is Skype right away. So start it. And yeah, the sun is blinding me now, so I regret my life right now. Oh, his mom looks exactly like him, with the glasses here and everything. Okay, she looks exactly like him. Pitiful child, yeah, I mean, she looks exactly like him, right? I can't even see that screen recording, so I can't see people's questions. Oh god. I'm sorry if you leave a question right now, because it's so bright now. I have one screen here, right, and I can't see it. It's just white for me here. I can't turn my eye to the right side. It's coming super bright here. I can't see my recording. Yeah, if I turn to my face, you see, yeah, it's completely like, I actually just cleaned my window today. It took me a long time actually to clean that window over there. And so I'm blaming that for the light, but obviously the light's always really, really bright here when it comes down this hour about, so. But it probably is a little worse now because the window is sparkling clean, I would like to say, but I look at the window though, trying to get blinded, it actually is really fugly because obviously all my imperfection of cleaning it is now shown. Yeah, that one is extremely bright. Now I have to see where I missed spots on it, so actually pissing me off. I can't be looking that way. I don't want to lose my eyesight, but also that is really annoying. I can see that. Yeah, I can see that it's like a little dirty on the right side there and so on. And stupidly enough, I placed my plants back. They had like a plant row there. And I placed them back again in front of the window, right? So they get some light. So I probably won't bother of cleaning the window again. Jesus Christ, it looks so ugly now when I can see it. When the sun is going down, but yeah. Was it a spider on the outside too, but I moved all that poorly. I always dislike doing that. I don't like removing spider. I actually have spider web in one place here, and I leave it there because I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good. The spider kills, worms. Nobody's like, yeah, they kill mosquitoes so on. So why not? I'm gonna kill them, but yeah. I don't know. We clean your window 200 anyway. But yeah, it's super bright now. Like I'm getting blinded here. It's hot too, for that matter. And I'm out of water, right? God damn it. Yeah. So still nothing happening. We saw his mom. She was again the Bender versus main character, right? That's the only thing happened so far. That's probably the girl, yeah, of course, Fukami-san. You always see her, it's always like meet cute situation when you're meeting this woman, right, and you, for whatever reason, you always faces her at any time you could, right? And she's like, yes, give me a ride, boy! Yeah, he's like, we're best friends, right, aren't we? So of course you give me a ride. What, but Nani? A girl touching me? Yeah, go faster, man! Oh, you're too heavy! Oh, okay. Ah, okay, that was good. She's riding him, okay. She's doing the bicycling. You're so light! Okay, that was good. He's like, wait, what? This feels really wrong, yeah. I know everyone is like, what the heck is happening? And they're dating. And also, of course, he looks really silly that the girl has to ride it because he's so weak. And she's heavy, apparently. And he doesn't care, because Senpai is a weirdo. He's like, well, how are you? He has his own girl with him. Okay, what? That's just pretty good. Yeah. Senpai also has, and then he knows like, oh, cute girl, what? More cute girls? On bikes? What are I? Then over his trust, yeah, he's like, god damn it, everyone except me is a cute girlfriend on the bikes. Cause the guys are like, you're taking that girl, eh? Yeah, hit on girls. No, they are not! Jesus Christ, I hate makeup, that's so stupid. These pissed off because you took a cute girl. Come on. He's obviously not interested in it. And then she is here. It was nice though with Senpai. Not only is he always very indifferent stuff. I like Senpai. Senpai is a weird, indifferent character. He's also like, there's another girl. It's like, morning. So you do this double bite thing. Same here. It's like, yeah, whatever. Like, every day as well. It's like, what? But that must be the girl who's in the opening. Right? It's a fifth character in the opening. And I guess she's like the mech girl that fixes the bus or something. So that's clearly her, right? The blonde chick. To heal with him. So probably like the senpai of the technology, something or whatever, yeah. The fixer. Made a smile. Well, she smiled a bit all that time. Or they joining the club officially now. So you know what's joining the club because like, they have two cute girls? I'm definitely joining this. Yeah, where's the blonde girl? It's like... Yeah. Okay, she's not a member? But I guess we need one more, yeah. But I don't know Inoue skills are. I mean, I know he's like really otaku. Yeah, my question is, what is that blonde girl? What is that Kinbachi girl? What's her? What's her deal? Yeah, straight to the point. How can you win stuff? She's like, answer the question correctly and fast or something. There's no reason for anyone to win. What's the point of playing that? It's like, you're joining for the fun? Come on, man. You need to win. I say with having currently the worst hostel already like ever, pretty much. Not ever. I have like two or something. It's really bad. And I picked water because I was tired of playing in the good classes. Like, yeah, it's like, I don't pick bad classes. Well, that's true though, that they're already noobs, right? It's like, that is a good point though. It's like, you probably should learn how to actually play the game before you try to win, because you all suck. It's pretty much like, yeah, you guys are noobs, so maybe start actually learning the basic first before you even try winning it. No, it's like, but yeah, what kind of quiz do you wanna play? I wanna defeat the quiz by itself. What does that mean? It's like, I wanna be able to do all the questions or something. Yeah, obviously, but it's kind of like, if you learn on that, you will win, right? So, it's a little dumbfounded to say this, because like, if you say, I just wanna win, and so say, okay, how do you win? They say, oh, but always do it correctly and being the fastest. So if you aim to win and would do everything to win, you would like automatically do his problems would be avoided, right? You have to avoid his problems to win. So it's kind of, it's a little stupid to say that. I don't want to win, I want to master it. It's like, yeah, okay, but to win you have to master it, right? It's like a little unnecessary explanation of something you would do anyway if you want to win. In any sport, right? So it's kind of, I'm like, ugh. That's why the main character for me is a little, right? It's a weak main character. And also he has less ambition. That's his only ambition. I just want to play or something. He doesn't want to be the best player in this game. So I just want to be part of it. It's like, but at the same time, which I don't like that, it's because usually then look at like Josh Pedal or my latest video, my review of like Bono talking about that. His smile there, right? That are smiling. Like you have a character that really loves it. Like they're super into it. They're so happy doing it. That usually is the main character strength. And he's kind of portraying that here. He's kind of like, yeah, I just want to be a part of this and just do this shit. But at the same time, he isn't like, I just want to do it. He's more like, you know, I just want to do it, right? So he isn't really like portraying that I really want to do it. It's like, I want to do it. So I think that is actually really weak, to be honest. Right? Just he doesn't trying to be the best, or not even trying to really master it. He has like 5 out of 10 of like ambition of even mastering it. And mastering isn't even winning in it, so he's like, I don't know, 2 out of 10 winning it or something like that. Just very low aim, right? Yeah, so now they need the blonde girl to fix the separate. I was really like, I was afraid you wanna break those. Proper channels. 100,000 yen, so about 10,000. But that's super expensive. No, it's $10,000. Yeah, $1,000. About 100, right? Yeah, so $1,000. Yeah, but these things are always hard to tell, of course. When it's like, oh, what's the biggest festival in Tokyo? It's like, I don't know. I don't know. Clearly, I don't do it pastry. Like that's also my weight when it comes to cooking pastry. So. But I also bet Kafka for what's this Christ? Metamorphosis. It feels weird when I always fail these Kafka questions. No, it's like anime question. He's gonna get this like otaku anime question now. Who's the main character of this anime? Yeah, he's bad at those. But it's like, while... Finally, my anime voice! Yeah, of course. Character voice. So they have him so he can sometimes do anime questions. It's great. We have one guy, he can do like 1/10 question or something. Like, pretty good. Pretty good. Because it's there. I love the quote. You're mad. Usually I'm always like, oh, this anime teaching me this sport. Yeah, that's how I know sport. Like, that's how I know football. No, but not usually. But this I have to say is like, it's not super interesting to be honest. In my opinion, quiz rules. It's kind of like, yeah, I like how they changed it last episode when they changed. It's like, okay, no, it's like 3.1 point here. No, it's like if you get 2 wrongs, that's pretty good. But no, it's basic rules again. And actually, they haven't even explained these things twice already. This is like the 3rd time they're explaining these things, right? With like parallel question and class question. So they're kind of redundant, I feel, if I pay attention. Or I actually watched episode 3 right before this, so I feel that's a little boring too. I feel I already had this. Or I would have had it earlier, explaining the rules, and then go into that maybe. I don't know. It feels a little off, this anime. It feels a little off. Okay, so brother, I guess. And he's like, I'm the quiz master. So I have evil eyes or something. Yosh! Yeah, they're like, who's faster at ordering food? Yeah, they're cheating about it. Yeah, I wish it was one of these when it was all about food. Oh, I'm sorry. That was good. I quizzed this button here. Yeah, why is it slow? This is how she gets a good quiz team. It's like, yeah, you get to buy this specific cake if you press the button first. Probably got crushed by that guy, right? Oh, the sun finally. No, it's still there, but it is. Yeah, it's a little bad now. There's a cloud over there. Here you go! Choose a beautiful senpai! Oh, notice me, please! Yeah, she's pretending to be good, not be naive! No, she's like, oh, he's going, he's boy love. Yeah, she's a boy lover, don't even try it. Yeah, in red, she's like, oh yes. X, ni X, yeah. She's like, what, you know I could? Så det message från mig, ja. But someone actually likes Inoue-kun. That sounds incredible. He's like the classic weird side pedo character, right? Pretty much. I was a decent kind of hentai character, right? Supposed to be, I mean, it's like, he's not like extreme level of it, but it's like supposed to be kind of normal otaku guy, right? On the side with this weird knowledge. Like the absolute territory. It's like, absolute territory. Like, he's supposed to be that guy, right? So. Yeah, you forced them, didn't you? I've never done that before. Oh, she's like, we need bussers, yeah. Poor school, yeah, you got real bussers at your school? I think it's $1,000 for a full set then. If my yen we're like 11, so 1,100, 200. Oh yeah, it's like Christian girls' school, right? Yeah, like Catholic girls' school, yeah, of course. Oh yeah, then you have to work to get your bastard, but you can also do it, but you get knowledge. What job would that be? It's like, what would we do then? Library or something? It was like his mom was like librarian for that episode 1 and something like that, yeah. Like, he lived in the library his life, right? These bentos, which he was allowed to eat in there, so might get some problems again with that. The comedy is kind of like, meh, it's funny sometimes. It's not very strong, I would say. Revenge. My food. Oh, it's a blonde chick. Yeah. It's the 5th member of the team, right? I guess more like a light brown now. I guess. She looked more blonde in the opening. Well, we also had a blonde chick with senpai though, which was senpai. Is it a library supposed to be some rules? It's like, you eating in library is not allowed. Yeah, he's very light, so. Well, I think she should be good with senpai, right? It just makes sense at least, yeah. But she looked way more blonder in the other scene. She was way more typical Kinpachi, really, yeah. That's your money, kid! She knows who I am? I am famous! I have a fan! She might be paid by someone though. Look at the customer book, it's like, oh god. Oh god, I love Konosuba. You should watch my Konosuba lives. I love Konosuba. Oh god. Oh, she's getting yelly now. You did the library with another girl? Like the worst thing ever. The library with another woman. That's like, that is worse than doing another woman pregnant. And he's pouring over because he's always, why it happens to you all the time? Or she's like, yeah, exactly. She's the girl with the senpai, obviously. But she looked way blonder than the first thing, yeah. You were feeding her a bento? No, I don't like her. Yeah. I haven't even eaten lunch with you yet. That was good. She's like, wait, why did I say that for? Yeah, he knew where he guessed it. But there was a girl that liked him though from that girls' school, so he has a chance to even find out that, right? I mean, mother in her body could have told her, and you know, it'd be nice, but nope. No one's a matchmaker. Yeah, this is youth. That's pretty good. Pretty good comment. Oh, this is youth, man. This is what being youthful is. Yay! No, but that felt... This episode... Oh, yeah, it felt way weaker. It felt way weaker than episode 3 and 2. Like, this whole thing with them being in... because here we learn some rules. It is some joke. I think the comedy isn't... Yeah, obviously it's gonna join them and fix the buses for them. I think that's clear, but... Like, I think the anime is very mediocre, I feel. I mean, it's just like... The jokes aren't that strong. The jokes aren't... the jokes aren't that strong. But it wasn't that funny, in my opinion. It wasn't boring. And of course, it has some romantic relationship thing there. Like, she's getting jealous. And then she runs away. She's like, how can you do this to me? Like, but why did I say that? Because I don't care about him. Do I? Like, and of course, so on. And they do that, right? And it's somewhat funny, but it's not super funny. Introducing her brother, I guess, there. He looks really evil. Like, oh, I will go there. Yeah, like some random kid. They all look really plain, right? I think again, though, episode 3 had the issue we were talking about. It was a little better in episode 2. Because they weren't really focusing on that masterful guy too much, I suppose. But it still had similar issues where, okay, so Ragnarok, we got to learn that time, we had a long thinking time, right? Now I already knew that answer would be Ragnarok because no mythology. But I mean, and that's like, I'd be like, yes, I knew something, right? And that makes me feel good because that's kind of like how you watch a quiz show. You want to be able to have a chance to beat people at the show, right? This anime usually is too quick on that. And also, I mean, when the questions are interrupted like that, especially because it's Japanese, of course, it makes it a little hard to watch it. You have to really rethink and be like, you know. So in a one way, I really wish I almost... It's probably a bad anime live reaction, though. Because I almost like... I want to watch anime and I really want to, you know, take a pause. I really want to pause like every minute, right, during the quiz shows. And like, okay, this is a question. And they go like, bam, bam, they go like that, right. And I just want to like pause and say... Siegfried. No, he has the end. Oh, he's Ragnarok. I want to do it to every question, right? But to do this, bam, 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 and you don't have time to. You have too little time because it's the language barrier, it's just 100% and everything like that, right? And it's like a side effect and so on. Maybe some jokes same time. So I don't really feel like I have time to really think about the question at all, right? And it's just extremely quick. And afterwards, the issue also continues then because it's like question, answer. And I don't have time to barely. Like understand the question and read it. So that Christy Part, that was interesting. We learned, oh, it has pain and interesting, and so on, right? Like I want to know stuff, like the Westminster, that's good. They need to know that thing about that. So it was better episode. It was much better episode 2 because they had more of that. Him thinking, him saying, what should it be? It's this. So episode 3 was way better than episode 2. Way better. Really, because we spent at least 10 or so seconds per question instead of like 1 second, right? Episode 2 was just bam, 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 bam all the time. However, though, episode 3 had questions or so were still right, and then you don't have time to either think about it or learn them. Maybe somewhat, but not really. So that really bugs me, right? So if you're more like episode 3, where there's more time on it, and he's thinking about it, he's considering, or that's about this or this, because he said why. No. Yeah, that's interesting. If there was ever a question like that, I think there would be somewhat at least. That could be good. Because all the parts is frustrating, right? It feels like I'm just gonna skip all the parts. Or pass them, like manage them past them. So I have at least give myself some seconds to think about them. Because I think primarily I have to read the question. But as I mentioned 2 weeks ago, one thing they usually do in quiz shows, right, is that they show the question actually on the prompter for the viewer before the annunciator actually reads them. So we, the viewer, can read them for at least like 2 seconds before they say it, so we get interrupted, and then we can hear them, and then they actually have a few seconds on you to think about it, because you do get interrupted as soon as someone presses, right, because it's a drama, it's like, who's the lead, and there's other stuff in your mind, right, so you want to have some time there, so you usually have a little more second there. And also I think that like classic Swedish show like På Spåret, they do a lot of this like analyzation, which I really like here. So in that show, beginning like really cryptic question in the beginning, and then it go down and get less points if you can take it earlier. But that's good too because it has some really like cryptic question. And then they analyze it, right? They're obviously in pair, and they're like, oh, could this mean this, or they said this word, that's a word for this in this language, and that thing in Latin means this. And then, oh, this is the question. It's answer right there. They really like go down and break it down, right? And the more you go down, but you still need to have like geography skills and history skills and so on, right? But yeah, but they break it down much more. That's also very interesting. Here so far, the questions are, I mean, yeah, no questions, but I think that like the random question was the only one I've had so far that had like a really high level question. And I mean that true, I don't know like Japanese festival and so on, but some of the questions are very, very like simple right in my way. I think I also would prefer them having really advanced questions. You have to do some advanced math, and you have this much time on you. Yeah, like yeah, okay, this, yeah, that's also interesting. There's only been one question so far, right? So maybe move it later. I don't know. I don't feel very strongly about that, and also because it seems to have to kind of like come back and get to the late stages, like stage 3 or 4 when that starts. I think that's the more interesting part. And then because the next tournament to go to, they probably have to go through the preliminary and so on, and the preliminaries seem way more boring and too fast, so you don't learn much or think much. So they're not very building. So I think the anime is kind of mediocre, right? Yeah, that's how it feels.